IGCSE Biology 0610. Paper 1, Variant 1, October number 2024, question number 21 to question number 40. So we are moving towards the question number 21. And question number 21 is the diagram shows the human digestive system. Which letters show where amylase acts during digestion? So P is the mouth or buccal cavity where the salivary glands are present, which secretes saliva, and saliva contains salivary amylase. So amylase is the enzyme which digests the carbohydrates. And then Q is the esophagus, which don't have any role in digestion. It is only the pathway R where the digestion of proteins takes place. And T is the large intestine, where no digestion takes place, only absorption of water and vitamins takes place. And S is the small intestine, where the pancreatic juice or pancreas pores, pancreatic juice, which contain pancreatic amylase for the digestion of carbohydrates. So according to this, B is the correct option. A, C, and D are not the correct options. Now question number 22 is there. And question number 22 is which row describes transport in plants? And you know, in plants, the transportation of water or the conduction of water takes place by the xylem, and conduction of food or the nutrients takes place by the phloem. So transporting tissue is, first of all, they have written the phloem, and this is the transporting tissue. So transport tissues found in vascular bundles. Yes, this is the part of the vascular bundle. Substance transported, that is sucrose and amino acid, that is correct. That is the phloem transport the food which is manufactured as a result of photosynthesis. It transports the food from the source to the sink. Source, the point where the food is manufactured, that is leaves, and to the other parts of the plants where the food is needed. So A can be the correct option. B is phloem. So they have told us that this is no, this is not the correct. Phloem do not transport the water and mineral ions. Xylem is the part of the vascular bundle, but it do not transport the sucrose and amino acids. So xylem is not, it is conducting water and mineral salts, but not, it is the part of the vascular bundle. So only A is the correct options. In humans, which structures provide cells with oxygen and nutrients? So arteries carries the oxygenated blood for distribution. So oxygen is distributed, and then arteries are further divided into arterioles and arterioles into capillaries. So exchange of gases takes place by the capillaries. That is, oxygen is provided and then carbon dioxide is removed. So lungs provides the site for gaseous exchange. So arteries, no. Veins, they collect the deoxygenated blood. So only B is the correct option, which provides the oxygen and nutrients. And next question is, Question 24. Question 24 is the diagram shows part of the human circulatory system, and here they have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So vena cava. First of all, we numbered blood vessels. Vena cava. Vena cava is that blood vessel which collects the. You can see blood is collected by different veins and pour it into the vena cava, and vena cava pours that blood into the right atrium of the heart. So this is the left side, and this is the, the heart shows the mirror image. So 5 is the vena cava, which is pouring the blood into the right atrium. And then pulmonary vein. Pulmonary vein is the blood vessel which takes the oxygenated blood from lungs towards the heart and pours that blood into the left atrium. So pulmonary vein is the and the third is the renal artery. Renal word is for kidneys. So the vein or artery which supplies the blood, oxygenated blood to the kidneys is, you can see this is 3, which is going towards the kidney is the 3. So 5, 1 and 3 are the options. So 5, 1, 3 is, it means C is the correct option, because 6 6 is pulmonary artery, which is taking the deoxygenated towards the lungs. So this is not correct option. So 2 is the is taking not the 3 is which is taking towards the. So 2 is, we can say this is the aorta, which is the major artery which will distribute the blood to different arteries, and then they will provide to the different organs of the body. So in this way, only C is the correct option. A, B, and D are not the correct options. Some methods of transmitting pathogens are listed. So drinking contaminated water. Drinking directly, when you drink the water, then it means you are directly taking the microorganisms into your body. And we have to find out the indirect method of transmitting pathogens. Drinking contaminated water, that is, the pathogens are present in the water and you are taking them. Contact with another person's blood, which is directly. And contact with another person's saliva, again, this is the direct method. Drinking contaminated water, I have not written. Indirect method. That is, the pathogens are present in water. Touching contaminated surfaces, again, this is the indirect method. So 1 and 2, only 2 methods are there. So answer is C. Which substance are used and produced in aerobic respiration in a plant cell? Aerobic respiration, which takes place in the presence of oxygen. So substance used in aerobic respiration are carbon dioxide. No, carbon dioxide is released as a result of respiration. So A and B are not the correct option. And C, the substance used in here, that is the glucose, is broken down by the oxygen, and as a result of this, the carbon dioxide and water are produced. Again, so C is the correct option. D is glucose and water. No, water is not there. Water is produced as a result of respiration. So D is again not the correct option. Only C is the correct option. Which organ excretes urea? Which organ excretes urea? First of all, the bladder. Bladder stores the urine, storage organ, which stores the urine. Kidneys excrete urea by the urine. So B is the correct option. Liver helps in the formation, but not in excretion. So liver is not correct option. Lung is helps in the excretion of carbon dioxide. So B is the correct option. Next question number 29 is there. And question number 29 is, the diagram shows a plant shoot going towards the light. And response towards the light is, what is the name of this plant shoot's response to light? Gravitropism. Gravitropism is the response of plant root towards gravity. So this is called as gravitropism. And here the root shows the positive gravitropism. And photosynthesis is the manufacture of food, process of food manufacture, food synthesis. So A and B are not the correct. Phototropism is the response of plant shoot towards the light. Show the positive phototropism. Shoot show the positive phototropism. Reflex is also a response, but not by the plants towards the light. So only C is the correct option. Next question, parts of an insect pollinated flower are listed. Anther. Anther is the male part. Anther, filament, and stigma and style. Carpel, this is stigma, and this is style. So they are the female part, stigma and style. Which parts are in a carpel? 3 and 4. So D is the correct option. Next question is question number 31. What is treated with antibiotics? Only a bacterial infection can be treated with antibiotics. Rickets, this is caused due to the deficiency of vitamin D. So scurvy is produced as a result of deficiency of vitamin C, and a viral infection is caused by virus. For viral infection, antiviral medicines are there. So only bacterial infection is, you can say, can be treated with antibiotics. So A is the correct option. Which statement describes asexual reproduction? So asexual reproduction, in which a single parent is required and the offsprings which are produced, they will be identical, genetically identical to each other and to their parents. So the production of genetically different offspring, so not, they will be genetically identical as a result of asexual reproduction. The production of genetically different offsprings from two parents, no, single parent is required. There is no need of fusion by the male and female gametes. The production of genetically from one parent, yes, C is the correct option. The production of genetically identical from two parents, again, two parents are not required. During asexual reproduction, only a single parent is able to reproduce the offsprings, the genetically identical offsprings. Next question is question number 33. In humans, why are sperm cells produced in much greater number than egg cells? Many sperm cells are needed to fertilize. No, 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 no. Only one sperm is required, and the sperm which is healthy and active, it will be able to enter into the egg cell. So A is not the correct option. Sperm cells are small in size. Sperm cells are non-motile. Sperm cells are no doubt they are small in size, but they are larger than, you can see, this is not the reason that they need in greater number. Whether they are small in size, they only one sperm is there which will enter. And sperm cells are non-motile. They are motile. They have to reach to egg. So the chance of one sperm cell reaching an egg is very small. Yes, because many sperm cells fight with one another. They struggle to reach the egg cell. So only one will be able to enter into the egg cell. So D is the correct option. What is the ball of cells that implants into the lining of the uterus during asexual reproduction in humans? So as a result of you can say sexual reproduction, fusion of gametes, male plus female gametes. They will fuse together to make zygote. Zygote will divide and they will change into a cells. And then there will be rearrangement of these cells which will be changed into an embryo. So embryo implants into the lining of the uterus during asexual reproduction. Gamete is a cell placenta which is formed after the implantation of the embryo. Zygote, which is produced as a result of fusion of male and female gametes. So only A is the correct option. Question number 35. Which sex chromosomes needs to be present in sperm cells to produce a male offspring? XX are present in female, XY is present in male. So if from male side X is there, there will be the female. And if the Y is there, then there will be a male offspring will be produced. So Y is required from male side, X is not required because already X is present in female. So B is the correct option. ABO blood groups are an example of one type of variation, which is what is the cause of this type of variation? Type of variation is the discontinuous. Discontinuous variation. What is the cause of this variation? The cause of this variation, environment only? No, environmental factors are not involved in the discontinuous variations. They are only caused by the genes. Genes and environment, again, environment is not involved. Mutation and environment, again, environment is not involved. Environment is involved in continuous variations. So in mutation, everything is changed. So mutation and environment are not involved. Only B is the correct option because the discontinuous variations will only be caused by because the ABO blood group system. There is no other blood groups. So limited blood groups, only 4 types of blood group: A, B, AB, and O blood groups are existing. So the genes are responsible for the blood groups, which are the discontinuous types of variations. Now, question number 37 is there, which statements an example of natural selection. Choosing donkeys with desirable characteristics to breed. This is the artificial selection. Because we choose. Cross-pollination, wheat plants with the choosing, again choosing. So this is again artificial selection. Inserting genes, genetic engineering. So this is not the naturally. So in wildflowers, the development of petals that look like insects to attract pollinators. So this is the natural selection because the nature select the organisms which are best fit in the environment. So these types of plants which have developed the petals to get the attraction of the pollinators. So they have adapted themselves according to the nature. So nature has selected them. So this is the example of natural selection. So D is only the correct option. Next question number 38 is there. The graph shows the increase in the human population of the world since 1630. What was the longest time taken for the population to double? So longest is from 1630 to 1830. 1630 to 1830, it was half, and in 1830 it became full. So it means the years they were 1630 to 1730, 100, 1730 to 1800, again 100. So it is total 200 years. So B is the correct option. A 300 years, no, this is the longest period. So A, B is the correct option. C, D, and A are not the correct options. Next question is question number 39. So question number 39, you can see they have given us 4 different types of graphs. Which graph show the changes in the number of lichen species from the center of a polluted city to the unpolluted countryside 15 kilometers away? In A, you can see as the distance is increasing, the number of lichen species is decreasing. They do not grow well in polluted air. So this A graph shows that they are going away from the polluted area, so their number is decreasing. So A is not correct option. In B, number of lichen species are first, they are decreasing and they are increasing. Again, this is not correct. They should be increased as they are going away from pollution. So the number of lichen species are increasing as the distance is increasing from the center, the city. So C is the correct option. And in a D, firstly it is increasing and then it is decreasing. Again, this is wrong. It should only be increased because the lichens are growing away from the polluted city at the area where there is no pollution. Next question is, which trophic level describes an organism that only eats herbivores? Producers are the green plants which produce the food. Primary consumers are the herbivores which eats the plants. Secondary consumers which eat the herbivores. And tertiary consumers which can eat both primary or secondary consumers. So D is not correct option, B is not correct option, A is not correct option. Only C is the correct option. That is, the secondary consumers are those organisms which only eat herbivores. It was all about question number 21 to 40. Please like, share, and subscribe my channel. Thanks for watching.